If you're looking for cleaning motivation today, you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm cleaning up after a party we had. I'm getting some random projects done around my house, and I am so glad you're here to clean with me. Thank you for watching this video today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video for more. It really helps my channel, and I appreciate your support. I don't know about you, but I cannot believe April's already upon us, and before we know it, summer will be here. I need to get into gear, and I'm getting some spring cleaning done around my house, but I'm just finding it difficult to find the time. Usually I spend a good chunk of my day working on a certain room in the house when I do like a dedicated spring clean, but this year I need to make a list of my top priorities and go down one by one whenever I have the time. I know we're all busy with our own schedules, work, the kids, and everything life is throwing at us, but if we just pick one task every day, then we're chipping away at our to-do list and it can feel much less overwhelming. So I invite you guys to get up with me today and pick one thing around your house to get done, whatever it is that came to your mind when I said that. Something that's bothering you that you, every time you see it, you're like, I gotta take care of that. Let's get our garbage bags and gloves and get going. As I mentioned before, I had some people over for my son's birthday party, and so I needed to clean up after that. This is actually the next day after the party, but we had kids spend the night and we had just been cooking a lot. And so I'm getting the dishes done as much as possible and wiping down all of the counters. One thing about me is that I definitely have a more realistic approach to my cleaning channel. I don't try and come off as perfect, and a lot of times you'll see that my space is not perfect. But what I can promise you is that you'll find a lot of satisfying cleaning motivation on my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Carrie, and I live in Southern California with my husband of 12 years and our 2 kids. I work from home, and we are often busy on the weekends with sports or having fun with friends or neighbors, and we like to cook for people and have people over quite a bit, so our house definitely gets its use, and sometimes it can be difficult to stay on top of it all. But one thing I keep in mind is that one day when the kids are grown and life slows down, I'll miss these moments and I can have a clean and perfect house then. But for right now, I'm just doing my best to keep it clean and tidy, but also not spend all of my free time keeping it clean. See, I told you guys I'm not perfect. I'm still using Christmas towels, and I still have a sink full of dishes that I'm just waiting to do after the dishwasher runs its first cycle, so then I can do another cycle because it's just nonstop dishes and laundry in this house. But I wanted to show you this super cute St. Patrick's Day nutcracker that I have. I got him a few years ago, actually as a gift from an event I went to. He was like the centerpiece. And then I want to show you these beautiful shamrocks I found at the grocery store. I got the purple because I love a goth garden, but they had green as well. But they were looking a little thirsty, so I'm going to give those some water. And then actually I'm going to go back to cleaning after the party. I've got laundry here on deck waiting to go out to the garage, or our laundry is in the garage. And I just need to pick up some of this stuff from gifts that he got and get that all sorted and put away. I do save tissue paper if it's still in good condition. So I just fold it up. If it's like terribly ripped or anything like that, I'll throw it away or recycle it. But I do definitely save and reuse tissue and bags. So I'm going to get that put away. Just folding this pile of 100 blankets. The girls had been building a fort, and so they were putting the blankets over the table and making it like a little fort underneath. So I'm just cleaning this area up a little bit. The kids like to come in this room when we're having people over and play in here because they have this little playhouse. My daughter loves playing in it. If you've been here a while, then you might remember the little shanty that we had in this room for like 6 months to a year. And it was made out of Amazon delivery boxes. And so this one is much prettier, but we finally had convinced her to get rid of the box for it. And then my brother bought her this little garden shed for her birthday in October. And so it's been up since October. And it's actually really fun. I think I've seen it at like Office Depot or Staples, but it comes white and she colored it in. And this is just my disaster of an office that I'm showing you. It really is just a disaster. I needed to get a bookshelf and get organized in this space. So we bought this bookshelf from Amazon. My husband's going to go ahead and build it, and hopefully that can help me organize some things that I have not only in my bedroom, but also in my office. And now that it's been built, I definitely need to get decorations for it because my husband decorated it with his collection of Rubik's Cubes and it's just not really my vibe. And I've realized like, I don't know where all my other books are. So I have to still clean out my closet in the office, and I have like a big bin in there. I think I have some books, and just really organize also my other like storage cabinet because it has a lot of craft materials, and my daughter will come into my office and pull everything out. She is a big crafter, very creative, and is pretty much making something every single day. So it has definitely gotten a little bit out of hand in terms of organization. So that is also on my list to do, not in this video, but in another video. You know, we're taking things one day at a time here, and you'll actually see like this whole video takes course over many days. You'll see many outfit changes. I'm not doing all of this in one day, but yeah, so my husband is just cleaning up his mess after he built the bookshelf, and we're going to go ahead and move that in to my office. But before I did that, I needed to paint over that patch in the wall. And the reason that it got patched, because this whole room was painted recently when we had the repair in our bathroom, which is adjacent to this office. We had a water loss in there, and so everything got redone. But when they installed the bathtub, for some reason, they had to put a hole in the wall. I don't know exactly. But then they had to patch it back up. And so I need to go ahead and paint that. Thankfully, the paint, we had a ton left over still. And I actually have some other spots around the house I need to go touch up. Because one wall, they only did one coat. And again, like, my husband actually is in home restoration. So the people that did the work in our house, they really helped us out. They saved us a lot of money. They got us a lot of good discounts. And so I wasn't going to be like, come back here and paint this one wall. Like, I'll paint the wall or, you know, this patch here. And I actually realized after I painted it that it did not have the texture there. So later, my husband's going to have to go and texture the wall there and then repaint over it. But I also had this purse that was sitting over in front of that wall for like almost a year that it broke, and I just need to clean it out. So today's the day, and it only took me 5 minutes. I found lip glosses that I forgot about. So this is a reminder, if you have like a small thing that you've been putting off, it probably won't take you more than 10 minutes to complete. So I'm also just peeling this paper off the floor. They had put this here to protect the floor when they were working in the room. And again, I've just left it here. So I'm just like, you know what? I want to move forward with my projects around the house and just be productive and not just keep waiting for other people to do it for me. So we're doing that today. So it looks much better, and it definitely helps to clear my mind, clear my space, and get things reorganized in this workspace, which is super important for my productivity and just focus at work in general. Another thing that's on my list for this room is to get another filing system. You can see this one is falling apart, and I need to kind of clean it out and go through that. And when I was cleaning this area, I noticed that my Scentsy had fallen behind and broken, and so there's a ton of glass back there, so I'm cleaning that up. But anyways, I do need to find another filing cabinet because the other one that my printer's on is broken as well. So I need a new system. And I had just some stuff that I needed to shred, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that shredded and just clean out my office. I actually need to do this again already since this video has been made. It's on my list for today when I'm actually doing this voiceover, because stuff just accumulates in here, and I really just need to stop making excuses and take care of it. It feels so much better when it's done. Said I still have to go through some bins and decorate this, but I quickly found my junior high school award for best choreography, and so it is decorating my bookshelf. I got that in the 7th grade. But the wind had been blowing in soot through our, what is this called? The oven stove, wood burning stove. And I had left the door open, and so it was like blowing soot into the house. And so just vacuuming that up. And actually, this is one of those things that's on my spring cleaning list, is cleaning this hearth area, the stone. I have tried cleaning it before, and it wasn't very effective. Like, it has a lot of stains, and I want to make it look almost good as new. So let me know if you have any recommendations on how to best clean this stone. It is natural stone, and it doesn't really have any finish. I think it's just like slate. I don't know. So I was reading and doing some research about the best way to clean it, and it said just a stiff brush and some hot water and detergent. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and try that, maybe like the powdered Tide, and see how that works. But again, let me know if you have any suggestions down below. We're moving on now to the rest of the living room. I'm moving the couch because it was disgusting under there. Like, you can't see in the video, but there was like, someone had clearly spilled a drink, and it was like under the couch, and so they didn't clean it up. And so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and give everything a good vacuum and a mop in this area. Vacuum I'm currently using is the Dyson V11 Torque. It has its pros and cons. It is a great vacuum in terms of power. It's cordless, so love that. But some things that I don't like are the weight of it, and also that it doesn't have like a trigger lock, which can be difficult if you have any joint or issues like with carpal tunnel, for example. Also, it actually gave me a callus. I have a callus on my thumb from holding the vacuum because it's like heavy. It like rests the way it rests on my hand there. It's all calloused now. And then for my mop, I'm currently using the, I just sounded like, you know what it reminded me of? Did you guys see that video of the Miss Universe or Miss America? No, it wasn't Miss America. Miss Universe, I think, pageant, and the lady's like, the lady from France, she's like, France! That's what I felt like I sounded like right now. Anyways, I'm using the Libman Spin Mop. It's similar to the O-Cedar. And when I went to go buy the O-Cedar, it was out of stock, but I really needed a mop like that day. So I just went with the Libman Spin Mop, and I do like it. I think that, you know, it's the more inexpensive option, but it doesn't have like the triangular shaped mop head. It was a little hard to put together. At first, I was like, what the heck? Am I doing this right? But, you know, once you get the hang of it and it's like put together, it's fine. Also, it doesn't have like the clean water chamber like the Cedar does. And I have tried using a separate bucket with clean water, but you realize how much water you use that way. It's definitely more efficient. Maybe not efficient. It's more environmentally friendly to use the same water. So I don't know. I do like it though. I might buy the Spin Mop next time. And then I always just use Pine Sol. And actually, this mop specifically states that because of the technology with the mop head, that it can kill up to 99% of bacteria on your floors or your walls. I mean, it's great for walls as well, and baseboards, and even cabinetry. And you know what? I tried mopping my shower. It worked for that too. So I'm thinking about buying like a ton of extra mop heads, and so that way I can have like a shower one, a wall one, a floor one, a couple floor ones. Because we have all hard floors in our house. But when I do use chemicals and not just water, because that rate, the statistic that I was talking about, it kills 99%, up to 99% of bacteria with water alone. So you could clean with just water, but I like to use Pine Sol. I just like the way it smells. I know some people use Tide. So if you ever use like the powdered Tide to clean your floors, let me know what you think about that, because I've never tried it, but I think I'm going to, especially if I'm buying the powdered Tide for cleaning the stone in my living room. But what do you know? I'm back in the kitchen again doing more dishes because it never ends, and I've already washed, don't worry, I washed the pineapple, like soaked it, and I don't have a pineapple core. Actually, I'm allergic to pineapple, and so I've never cut a pineapple. So this is the first time. But my daughter wanted some, and so I bought it, and I'm just like getting it all cut for her and ready for the week. That's something that I actually struggle with, and like sometimes I feel embarrassed because I'm allergic to a lot of fruit, and so at the store, like I don't know how to pick a good one, like for example, I don't know how to pick good strawberries because like I'm allergic to strawberries, and so I don't know like how they look when they taste good, sweet or tart, like. And like one time I saw this lady smelling them, so I'm like, oh, do they have a certain smell? Like, so now I sniff my strawberries. I'm like, okay, that smells good. Because my daughter, she loves fruit, but I'm allergic to strawberries, kiwi, pineapple, and I just don't like a lot of fruit because it's very sweet to me. So I just don't know how to pick it. And I think actually this one pineapple was not quite ripe. I don't know if it was underripe or what, but she said it had burned her tongue. And I had actually read that you're supposed to salt your pineapple, and I did salt my pineapple. They say that that's supposed to help with the burning sensation, but maybe I did it wrong because, like I said, I don't really eat it. So yeah, it's kind of like a weird thing when it comes to fruit and me. Another thing that's on my to-do list is to paint this little table here. I like having it. It's kind of like a weird spot in the kitchen here, but we have this giant area, and we thought about putting an island here, but it's not quite big enough for that. And so we have this little coffee table, and I like it for like the kids to do homework while I'm cooking. Or sometimes when we have a lot of people over, the kids sit there, but it's just looking super junky because we've had it since we got married. Also, I painted it with chalk paint, and then I put like a top coat on it, and I think the top coat is yellowing, so the white part looks yellow, and I think we could give it a new life by painting it. And I have I've learned more about painting furniture since I painted this one because I've done other pieces, and I have some paint left over from when I did my hutch, that nice black color, and so I think I'll use some of that, and then it will tie in, it will match our darker furniture, and maybe get some new chairs and kind of give it new life that way. But I don't want to completely throw it away. And I just feel like I have so many ideas swirling through my head. Every time I walk through my house, I have ideas of projects I want to do, pieces I need to buy, and I get so overwhelmed with the amount of things that I need to do, or want to do rather, in terms of decorating or finishing a space, like our little broom closet, for example. So I really need to buckle down and make a list and just prioritize, go space by space and do it that way. And so I need to start in the bathroom. I am sealing this grout, the tile grout. We had the tile finished in the bathtub, like I said. They were working in here. So my office is on the other side of that wall. And yeah, so I needed to just seal the grout, and that way it's just looks more clean. They actually put white grout in here. They weren't supposed to. It's supposed to be silver. But I'm easygoing, and so it is what it is. I'm not going to complain and make them redo it or anything. And like I said, we got great rates for everything. So it's a small detail that they probably didn't think I'd notice, but I did. Anyways, I'm using this spray-on grout sealer. I use this also in the kitchen. It works great. You do have to just kind of spray it on and then wipe it away before it dries. And yeah, I have no complaints. It's super easy and quick to do. And the only thing is it's kind of oily. And so just be careful, like whatever space you're working in, make sure and protect, your clothes or any spaces, like if there's any fabrics around you or anything like that, because I feel like it would leave a greasy spot. But other projects in this bathroom, I need to finish the decorating. I need to work on this the shower bar thing, the shower curtain rod. Actually, I do think it should be higher, but I want a black one. I might even just spray paint this one if possible, because I want it to match the black hardware. And I will need a new shower curtain. This one actually shrank, and I like it, but I like the design of it. It just looks plain white. It has a really pretty texture design on it, but I want to get a new one. So I guess that's also in the decor category realm. We have some baseboards that need to be finished put on this room, and also light fixtures and like a toilet paper holder, a towel bar, and things like that. We're actually thinking of eventually just getting a shower door installed instead of having a curtain, but for now, it is what it is. Nobody really uses this bath. Sometimes my daughter will come down here, or my son, and take a bath, or if we have company, they use it. But it's our downstairs bathroom, so it doesn't get a lot of use. And I also need to go through this little cabinet here on the left side of the screen. It needs to be cleaned and lined because it has just some debris from being installed, and I want to organize things down here. This bathroom actually has a door that goes outside to our pool, and so normally I keep like our beach towels in here and supplies for the pool, like sunscreen and all that, or bug spray. So I'm going to bring all that down and organize that in another video. That's pretty much going to do it for today. I hope that this video gave you some sort of motivation to get up and get something done around your house. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to spend it with me, and I hope you guys will choose to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.